What's up, everybody? My name is Scooter and you're watching Adventures with Scooter, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a campfire. So I have a pile of sticks here, also known as kindling. I'm not really sure what that translates to, but I believe it just means firewood. And now you just got to light it. It's pretty simple, you know. Or you can just use a lighter. Sure, Scott wouldn't mind if I borrowed a lighter out of his truck. Think that'll work? Okie dokie, back to the video. Like I said, now all we gotta do is light it. Well, we didn't start a fire, but I do need a change of pants now, so I'll be right back. What's up, everybody? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and over the years I have had some fun with some very unique pocket pistols, but today I have one that I have never seen before and I am very excited to try out. This is a lighter pistol. So before we shoot this thing, let me tell you a little bit about it. So the actual pistol is inside the Zippo lighter case, and this will fit in any Zippo lighter case. And the way this thing works is rather unique. The barrel unscrews and you put your round inside there, which we'll talk about that in just a second. You screw that back down. So this little arm right here actually functions as the hammer and will cause the round to go off when it strikes it. You have a spring underneath it, and then you push this little lever right here until it slips off of this arm, and then this is propelled upwards and sets the round off. So we're working with a 1-inch barrel and no sights, and on top of that, this thing is chambered in 22 calibri. I guess that's how you say it. It is a 22 round that basically has no gunpowder in it, has a 20 grain bullet, and I believe this is only moving at 420 feet per second. But out of a 1-inch barrel, it's probably even less. All right, first things first, let's just see if we can get this thing to function. I'm loaded up with one round of 22 calibri, and we're gonna see if we can get it to go off. So two things I noticed with this. One, you really wanna watch your thumb placement because you're right near the end of that barrel. And two, you wanna make sure your fingernails are cut, because if they're too long, you're probably gonna blow it off. Okie dokie, here we go. Oh! Oh, okay. It went off. First try. I totally haven't been off camera for an hour and a half trying to get this thing to go off. Totally reliable. Now, let's see if it can penetrate something. Today's the day. It's gonna land perfectly. Here we go. Here I am. Oh. All right, up next, we're gonna be shooting some 10% clear ballistics gel. This is made by Clear Ballistics. Ow, my ear's ringing now. This is a 16-inch block and it's 10% clear ballistic gel. Okay, I'm loaded up with one more round of 22 calibri, and now we're gonna see how far we can make it into this ballistic gel. I'm really curious. I'm gonna say like 5 inches. Here we go. You just got jammed. Now you can actually see how difficult it is to get this thing to go off. So it did not go off. To reload this or even reset this, I have to remove the spring. Now I need to remove the barrel. Now I gotta get that arm back down. Stick this back in here. She's stuck. There we go. That's got to go back on there. Well, it did hit it a little bit. Now start to screw the barrel back in. But before you screw it in all the way, now you got to put the spring back in. It's going to try really hard not to lose your spring. Thankfully, I have backups because I've already lost one today. All right. Here we go. One more time. Oh! So it looks like we only went through about 3 inches of gel. That's not very much. So now, just for comparison's sake, let's use this North American Arms 22 short that fires a little 27 grain 22 short and compare that to the lighter pistol with the 22 Calibri. All right, there we go. Ow! I tell you what, it's definitely louder. I didn't wear ear protection with the Calibri because it's supposed to be really quiet, but that was a little bit louder. So there is your little 22 Calibri. It only went about 3 inches. Meanwhile, the 22 short made it through more than half of the block. Okay, up next, we're gonna see if we can make it through even an apple with the lighter pistol. But at this point, I'm kind of doubtful. Okay, here we go.
You just got jammed.
Darn it! Here we go again.
You just got jammed.
Dang it! Here we go again.
You just got jammed.
Ah! Okay. Here we go again. Let's see if I can finally defeat the apple.
You just got jammed.
Okay, let's move on to a new target. All right, well, up next, I've got me a 2 liter of strawberry crush. Kind of hope this one doesn't go off because I'm going to get sprayed with crush, but here we go.
You just got jammed.
At this point, I think you'd be better off just throwing the lighter down and, using these hands. Oh! Well, we did it. It went off finally and sprayed all inside the lighter. I'm sure that's going to help it, with its like 20% fire rate. I probably need to see a doctor. That's not a good color. It definitely did not go through. It's just in there. Oh, there it is. Look at that little guy right there. All that work for that tiny little bullet. It's not doing too much. Well, at this point, I'm going to say that the lighter pistol is pretty much just a party trick, if you can even get it to go off. Okay, well, up next, we're going to see just how lethal the lighter pistol really is. I have a Ballistic Dummy Labs zombie bust. It is filled with green blood, and now we're going to see what happens when we blast it with the 22 Calibri lighter pistol. If it goes off, I would say your chances right now are pretty good, big guy. Let's see what happens. I think it's going to just bounce right off his face. Here we go.
You just got jammed.
This is the one. I feel it. I can feel it in my bones. And maybe now you're going to feel it in your bones. Here we go. Ah!
You just got jammed.
No! I hate you. I know it's not your fault, but I hate you. Ah! Yay! Success! We got it! It only took 100 tries, but it went off. That literally, look at this, it literally ricocheted off of the forehead. It didn't even crack it. So, this, I'm going to go ahead and say, is not a very effective self-defense or against zombies. I mean, I feel like I probably could have done more damage with a BB gun. Okay, well now let's see what would happen if you used the North American Arms 22 short. Okay, well, it did a little more. Oh no, look at this. That bullet is right there. Oh, it fell off. Look. There it is, smushed. Okay, it's really hot actually. So the 22 Calibri ricocheted off his forehead, and the 22 short just kind of stuck in it and then fell off. So I would say that you definitely need something a little bit bigger than 22 Calibri or 22 short. You know, that's why you could always carry something like a 500 Bushwhacker. It's a little bit bulkier than the lighter, but it definitely gets the job done. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.